The Chicago Bears love having a top 10 defensive line in the NFL, whether the season is going good or bad, because no matter what the type of season it is, it's just fun to watch. And everyone is talking about how the Chicago Bears still need to pick up an edge to solidify their defensive line. But I think that room is actually in a lot better shape than many think. Because we have Pro Bowler Montez Sweat, we have a guy in Marcus Robinson, who is a very solid edge in my opinion. We have a new guy coming in Austin Booker, who's already been working with Max Crosby and now Montez Sweat. And you have Dominique Robinson, who has shown that he can be very good in this league. But that still leaves you with two proven guys and two guys with very high potential. And bringing in defensive coordinator Eric Washington, who is known for developing defensive lines, especially what he did this past year or past years with the Buffalo Bills and Carolina Panthers. I think that room will be just fine. But I want the Chicago Bears to go out and get another defensive lineman, considering they lost Justin Jones this past offseason, who was a 50-plus tackle guy, great for tackles for loss, and big quarterback hit interior defensive lineman. But there's a guy out there that I think could replace Justin Jones and be a solid deal that helps the Bears and the other team, and I'm going to break down why. Yes, I am flirting with the idea that the Chicago Bears potentially snagging Kobie Turner from the Los Angeles Rams to solidify our defensive line room for a super long time. One of the best young defensive linemen in the NFL last year, and again, was only a rookie, is on a rookie 4-year deal right now, and Chicago could snag him for cheap and then pay him next year or in the following years to keep him happy and still not have a cap hit for a while. And also, to push this defensive line over the edge and let Eric Washington build one of the best units in the NFL. Now, before I get more into this trade video and why I want it to happen, like this video if you just want Chicago Bears football to be back so I can stop doing these dang mock draft videos. Again, along with commenting, bear down in the comment section below. I can't thank you guys enough for always supporting the channel, especially during this super quiet part of the off season. And we're flirting with 16,000 subscribers. Please help me hit that before camp by subscribing to the channel if you haven't already, and share this with a friend or family member that would love the channel as well. So Kobie Turner, the 25-year-old defensive lineman who, yes, is an older rookie because he did play 6 years in the NCAA due to COVID and an injury, but that's totally okay, guys, because of the fact that he has already been acting like he's been in the NFL for years. He's only been in with 1 year pro, but still has 3 years left on his rookie contract, which has a super low cap hit that I'm about to get into. Standing at 6'2", 290 pounds, a slim defensive lineman, but this dude is built like an absolute unit and plays way bigger than he is. He's only played for the Los Angeles Rams and is currently on a 4-year, $5.3 million contract. He's already gone through his rookie year, which was a $990,000 cap hit, and he averages a $1.3 million cap hit through 2026. Literally nothing. Low dollars. And when I get into this guy's stats, you guys are going to think, yes, Nick, we need to make this deal happen somehow, some way, because we need to have a young guy on the roster that cheap, that good for a long time. And guess what? We can extend him later. I mean, we still have 3 years to do that. And if you do an extension, you can make that cap hit happen way down the road. So he'll still be young. You can still do that extension and still be able to afford guys and build a dynasty moving forward. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to break down his college versus his first year NFL stats, because it's going to show you guys that this guy was so underrated when he was drafted. Easily could have been a first-round pick if he performed like he did in the NFL versus how he performed in college. So starting off with college, he played for Richmond and Wake Forest. Wake Forest was his last year. He transferred during the transfer portal. During that time, he played in 40 games with 94 total tackles, 46 of them being solo, and 15 sacks. He did this over a 6-year span, by the way, 5 total seasons because he was injured for one of them. But then during his first year in the NFL, only starting 4 games and playing in all 17, his stats were phenomenal. 57 total tackles, along with 29 being solo, 8 tackles for loss, 16 quarterback hits, 9 sacks for an interior defensive lineman on top of being a rookie. Keep that in mind, with 2 pass deflections. He obviously had Aaron Donald next to him, mentoring him, coaching him, and was an assist. But what stats anyway for a rookie to get up to speed that quick with his size and his burst would be a huge impact on this defensive line. And learning from Aaron Donald and then learning from Eric Washington would be fantastic. Not only that, he came in 3rd in the AP Defensive Rookie of the Year ranking, so clearly had a massive impact. Now, before I get into today's trade, I'd like to thank today's sponsor, Freshie Organic Tequila Seltzer. A Chicago-based startup is created the world's first organic tequila seltzer. Comes in 3 great flavors of lime, grapefruit guava, and blood orange habanero. only 99 calories. Use the link in the description, which is the Freshie Finder, to find Freshie near you and enjoy Freshie this weekend. So the trade. I've used Khalil Herbert as a big part of trades in the past, and I'm going to again here because he only has 1 year left on his rookie contract and is an impactful veteran and one of the better backs in the NFL. Not only that, LA needs running back depth. Yes, they do have a guy named Kyron Williams, who is only 23 years old, rushed for over 1,100 yards last year. Great, solid, awesome, love it for him. But he was injured at the end. And with that injury, LA's run game, especially when it came to the playoffs, took a big downfall. So the Bears could provide them depth, and the Rams need that depth. They did bring in Michigan running back Blake Corum this past draft, but who is unproven and could use a mentor as well. Bringing in a young running back like Khalil Herbert to the LA Rams on a 1 year deal could help them with a huge mentor for both of them, and especially during big game situations where Herbert will be able to handle the pressure better. And I wouldn't only send Herbert either. I would send a little bit more in that trade because obviously Turner is a pretty darn good defensive lineman, and especially he's proven that. So I would send Herbert in a 24th, 5th rounder just to give that draft pick back to them. And the Chargers would then send me Kobie Turner straight up. This works for the Rams because of the fact that they get a young yet established veteran running back in Khalil Herbert to have him only on the books for a year if they want him, and they can re-sign him right away if they wanted to. Not only that, it works out for Chicago because we get a young interior defensive lineman, and also you have Eric Washington, who will be able to turn Turner potentially into an even better player, which is unbelievable. It's the fact that this guy had 9 sacks as a rookie, and then you give him Eric Washington, one of the best, developers of defensive lines in the NFL, could be huge for the Chicago Bears. So it's a win-win for both sides, in my personal opinion. Both of them don't take big cap hits. The Rams get another draft pick and a running back of need for depth, and the Bears get an interior defensive lineman. But I want to hear your guys' thoughts. I mean, this could be huge for both teams, and obviously both are going in interesting directions. The Bears could build a dynasty for a long time, and the Rams are still just patching things along to see if they can end up getting one more playoff run out of them. But I want to hear your guys' thoughts in the comment section below. So again, please like this video if you want Chicago Bears football back so I can stop doing these dang mock trade videos. On top of that, comment bear down in the comment section below what you think about the trade, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And if you please could, share it with a family or friend to hopefully get the subscriber count up to 16,000. But with that, thank you as always for this episode of Just Another Year Chicago Bears. My name is Nick Brody, and as always, bear down, baby.